that and for more, let's bring in former Miami Mayor, Alpha Wave Global President, and Fox News contributor, Francis Suarez. Francis, it's great to see you. Mr. Mayor, this is, regardless of the spat going on between Anthropic and the government right now, what an incredible show of force to have our leader, our government presence at the G7 with all of these AI honchos, because they are working together in coordination. That really sends a powerful message to not only the other G7 nations, but the rest of the world, like, we're here and we're dominating.
It absolutely does. It shows the president's convening power, which I think he's demonstrated time and time again, getting titans in the private sector, whether it's from finance or tech, to join him on the global stage. And it also shows the U.S.'s dominance in a technology that, frankly, the United States has to dominate, which is AI. And it shows that the companies are working together and that they're willing to work with the United States guidance with other countries around the world, understanding that the United States imperatives have to be front and center as this technology becomes more and more powerful and creates greater challenges for humanity.
Francis, do you ever get a little nervous about the tech guys getting too cozy with the folks who run government? I know that right now it's the Trump administration, used to be the Biden administration. Do you worry about that, or are you okay with it?
It's super complicated. I mean, as you know, the Biden administration was a disaster when it came to regulation of the crypto industry. It was regulation by enforcement. It didn't work. It didn't make people's investments any safer. It didn't create clear rules. And so whenever the government is trying to regulate something that's new, that's innovative, it is very, very complicated, very difficult, and often unsuccessful. So yes, it does make me nervous. At the same time, I don't see any other option. This technology is incredibly powerful, and there has to be coordination with government, not only for national security reasons, but also for the understanding of the American people. Average Americans need to understand the power of this technology and how it's going to impact their lives. And I think it's incumbent on government officials, on elected officials, and also on the CEOs of these companies to try to clearly articulate how this technology is going to impact everyday people's lives, and not scaremonger or make them feel scared that their jobs potentially are in jeopardy, but also educate them on the possibility of what they need to do to survive and thrive in a future economy that is AI driven.
Yeah, I noticed that Sam Altman of OpenAI has kind of backed off that rhetoric a little bit, maybe trying to set himself apart from Dario Amodei at Anthropic. But you mentioned crypto and the Biden administration. They actively, behind the scenes, tried to destroy people's lives and put people out of business by debanking them. Doesn't it speak to what President Trump and his administration are doing, is that a lot of what's going on is just out in the open? We know what's happening with the spat with even the Department of War and Anthropic, and the issue with the guardrails and with the new Anthropic models. Like, it's very clear what is happening and who is communicating with whom.
I would agree 100%. I think, number one, they've been very transparent. And number two, and I think it's even almost more important than number one, they've actually dedicated expert resources. Having a guy like David Sachs be sort of head of innovation for the U.S. federal government, you're putting someone in that position who has a tremendous amount of private sector experience and expertise. Part of the PayPal sort of group that created PayPal and that have created so many successful companies, and is part of a very successful and popular podcast called the All In Podcast. So, the Trump administration not only has become the most transparent administration in dealing with this complicated issue, but they've also dedicated resources, and they've said, we are going to step into the void and we're going to try to regulate in a circumstance that is complicated and that is difficult. And I commend them and give them a lot of kudos for that.
Yeah, when they have a spat, it's in the wide open. That is for sure. And there's some ways that's a good thing to see. Okay, Francis Suarez, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
It's good to be with you guys.